Good morning, everybody. Hello. I hope I see some people here today. Good morning, good morning. It's Friday, May 10th, 2019. I hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend, even if you have to work, just like me. Ooh, Landa's watching. Hey, Landa. All right, I'm checking my iPad here. Hey, Pat, Beth. Oh, good morning, Beth. And Pat, say hi to me. I think I have it pulled up here on my iPad, yay. Say hi if you're coming on. So this week I had some time, believe it or not. I usually just don't. Hey, Becky. And so I wanted to come on today and make 3 cards for you, which I normally just make 1 because of all my news. So today I'm going to use the Retiring Apron of Love stamp set and Apron Builder dies. They're both retiring. The dies, hey April, good morning. Good morning, Becky. The dies are while supplies last, and the stamps will be while supplies last as of May 24th. These are, oh shoot, I silenced. I swiped away the comments. Darn it. How do I get them back? Quiet mode, swipe left. Sorry, I distracted myself. I swiped away my comments. I don't see how I can get them back. So here we go, iPad. Anyway, what was I saying? I had time. Oh, the dies could sell out. I mean, they're not low inventory right now, but who knows? Okay, as you come on, say hi to me so that I will know later that you watched the video, because I'm going to give away the 3 cards I'm making today to 3 different people. Good morning, Landa. So if you say hi, then I'll know to put you in that drawing. I can see people that are watching right now that haven't said hi, but I can't see that later. Also, if you share the video, I will put you in the drawing as well. So your name could go in twice. And then again, I'm giving away the cards I'm making today, 1 to 3 different people. So 3 drawings. And I think they're cute cards. Okay, so let's see. If you share, make sure you comment that you shared, because your privacy may not show me that later. It's weird. Hey, Linda in Idaho. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some quick reminders because I have you here on Facebook, so I might as well, but it'll be quicker than usual. So reminder, I have classes this month. Anyone can attend here in Midlothian, Texas. This is where you can get your new catalog from me first as a customer. So it's May 17th or 18th, Friday, Saturday. Friday's 5 to 9, Saturday is 9 to 3. And, oh, by the way, let me go back. I forgot to give y'all the update. So it's really cold here today. It's 50 degrees. We've been having nice warm weather, almost too hot already. And it's 50 degrees today. So what the heck? Anyway, okay. Back to classes. May 17th and 18th, Friday night 5 to 9, Saturday 9 to 3. You can attend card class, scrapbook class, stamp a stack, or what do I call it? Sampler class. The Stamp a Stack themes are Father's Day or masculine, always a non-Father's Day option. Birthday, thank you, and 1 more card. And you have to sign up for that one by May 13th. The card and scrapbook you can sign up anytime the week of. And then the sampler class is the one that's live or to go. You can purchase that class to go. Let's see who's, come on. Hi, Pam. Hi, Mary. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so the sampler class, it will not let me slide. We're using the Crafting Forever stamp set. It's going to say create. It's so cute in my opinion. You're going to get some of the Retiring in Color designer paper, an aqua painter, and a pack of the Retiring flower buttons with your fee. So $20 worth of merchandise before tax and shipping with the fee included. If you want to see all the supplies that you would need to provide for the to-go, you can go to my blog, stamptherapist.com, and click on events, and it's all listed there. Stamp-A-Stack and Sampler, the deadline to sign up is Monday, May 13th. The others, like I said, you can sign up the week of. And if you have any questions, let me know. And you can sign up from my email to get the links to those. Or, of course, I can just send them to you. Okay, other upcoming events. BOGO, buy one, get one free with my retired merchandise is Friday, June 28th from 10 to 2:30. Stampin' with Friends annual catalog celebration. So full details on this are on my Facebook Live newsletter for May. I showed you the stamps and the dies we're going to use. It's going to be awesome. But real quick, it's an online event. So it's online only. It's not a live event. Thank you, Pam. Oh my gosh, April, schools are closed due to flooding. And your pre-order, sorry. The kids are probably happy. I would not be happy with flooding, of course, and I'm sure there's probably some damage, but your pre-order being affected? No. That's the sad part when you're expecting your Stampin' Up! Stuff. Anyway, we're not having flooding here. It's going to rain tonight, supposedly all night, but it's not raining today. It's just cold. Anyway, Stampin' with Friends. April is one of this friends that we're stamping with, as well as Alejandra Gomez. And you're going to get so much for your fee with this one. So, even if you only do the online version, you're getting... I should have a calculator over here. I have one. Let me grab it. So well, I guess I can do that math a little in my head. But we're each doing two tutorials each that have 4 cards on each one, if that makes sense. So there's 3 of us, 12 times 3, that's 36 card tutorials. Then we're each doing a WOW presentation. I'm sorry, yes, if you buy it all, you get all that. We're each doing a WOW presentation. So each of these, I'm doing basically showcasing 3 different suites or bundles from the new catalog. April's doing 3 and Alejandra's doing 3. So that's 9 different bundles, stamp sets, or suites that we will be featuring in this online event. Make and takes can be purchased, and they are, if you purchase that, it's 12 make and takes. There are door prizes. If you purchase the make and takes, it includes a goodie bag, so you'll get some new product in there to use on your projects, and you'll get to keep the leftovers. It's a Facebook party as well, so if you can't be there live, it's okay. You can watch it later, but if you can be there live, it's on June 29th is the Facebook event, where all 3 of us will be on there at some point. We'll be live. We'll have recorded videos. We'll be, you know, just talking with you guys and all that stuff. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. So the kits, if you order your make and take kits, they'll be mailed by June 24th, and your RSVP deadline and payment due by June 15th. So you still have plenty of time to think about it. I have lots of emails scheduled to go out. We have sneak peek pictures. It's on my blog. The sneak peeks are on my blog. If you have any questions, just let me know. So good morning, Helen. And Teresa, can't go May 17th because you're going to Florida. I know. I think you said you're going to a wedding. So I'm very sad you'll miss it. And I'm sure you are too. Okay, so anyway, if you have any questions on that, let me know. Okay, Stamping Bingo is Friday, July 26th. I have had some people sign up already, so space is definitely limited on that one. So if you want to sign up for that, go ahead and do it if you know you can come. And it's 6:30 to 9:30. That is a Friday night, and it's $29. And we play for hundreds of dollars in prizes. This will be all from the new catalog. And then we stamp as well. So lots of benefits for that. Number 4 is a stamping cruise. I've been telling y'all about this. You don't want to miss not only on the opportunity to stamp with us, April and I, in the Caribbean. You're going to get 6 classes included with the stamping fee, which equals multiple projects. Obviously, we haven't planned them yet, and they'll be a lot holiday themed, as well as cruise themed, as well as whatever we come up with, and we'll tell you all this stuff later. But they are, that's awesome. But in addition, you can take advantage of a group rate on cruising, which can save you hundreds of dollars on what you pay for the cruise. And so, good morning, Debbie. And thank you, Mary. And good morning to Valerie and Sherry in New York. I love it. Good morning. Thank you, Debbie. I keep having to look down for comments because I swiped them away on my phone on accident and they won't come back. Anyway. Okay, so cruise is October 6th through 13th from Galveston, Texas on Liberty of the Seas, which is an awesome ship. It's a nice big ship. You're going to love it. Any questions, let me know. Last but not least, my $1 million celebration is August 24th, 2019. It's for anyone who's ordered from me in the last 12 months. So if you haven't, you can. The last 12 months will be counting from August back. And it's a free event at the Midlothian Civic Center. There will be a to-go version, so if you are one of my online customers, don't worry, you're still included. Good morning, Sherry. Thank you, Teresa. Anyway, you'll be included. I haven't figured out all the details on that yet. It's a daytime event. I have the Civic Center for the morning hours, so mark the calendars for that, August 24th. If you want to be updated about all this stuff, you can join my email list always, and I'll put a link to that in the description of the video later. Stampin' Up! Specials real quick. Of course, the new catalog comes out June 4th. I already told you the way you can get your copy from me first is to attend my classes May 17th and 18th. You will get your copy there, and you'll be able to open it and look inside. You can come see me also at the Scrapbook Convention. By the way, the catalog starts June 4th. That's when customers can order from it. Demonstrators can order select items now. Lots of select items. Scrapbook Convention is June 6th through 8th in Arlington, Texas. So if you come to that, you can get your catalog from me there. If you're a regular customer, you get it free. If you're not a customer, you've never purchased from me at the Scrapbook Convention, you can purchase it or get it free with an order that day. And then if you're a long distance customer, check with me to see if I mailed one to you. And if not, I will arrange to get one to you. So let me know you want one, basically. If you're not a customer, you're not going to see me and you want a book, it's $8 including shipping, but you will get an $8 coupon towards your first order with me. So there you go. I do have something new to show y'all. The Everything is Rosy product medley. And I knew I would forget it, but it comes in a white box and it's sealed in cellophane. So I forgot the box over on the table. That's too far to get to right now. But it makes a great gift for any crafter, any teenager, anybody that might slightly be interested in crafting or likes to make stuff. So it makes a great gift because you can just wrap the box or even just put a bow on it or whatever. But I'm going to grab the stuff. And I hope I grabbed everything because I had this all spread out on my table. I've been working on club projects, which is the monthly classes. I call it club. Anyway. Okay, so first of all, it comes with these awesome ribbons. Look at that. The edge of this navy is rose gold. It's 10-yard rolls. 10 yards, not little wimpy, the kind you get at the stores. Better or less. I'm just saying. Ruched Melon Mambo, and then rose gold edged Night of Navy satin. Okay, so awesome ribbons, 10 yards. A container of rose gold shimmer paint. I was blanking on the name. And shimmer paint, you can paint it. You can dip a paintbrush in there and paint it. But I like to mix it with 70% rubbing alcohol in a spritzer, which we do carry spritzers, and spray it onto projects. It makes a good, it puts a nice shimmer all over. You can splatter it with, like, dip it in a paintbrush and hit the paintbrush on your finger. There's a lot of stuff you can do with shimmer paint. By the way, hello, Veronica. Thank you, Rhonda, for sharing, and good morning. And good morning to Shirley. As a reminder, y'all say hi to me, like type it in, because I'm going to do some drawings today, or for today's video. And if you don't say hi later, I won't be able to see that you watched it. Okay, you get a ton of designer paper. Honestly, I don't have, well, maybe I do have how many? Four sheets. Nope, that's rose gold. 8 sheets. I keep reading the quantity for the wrong thing. Where's the designer paper quantity? It's a lot. Look how thick it is. I can't find it right now. You get 8 each. So 8 of this design. Let's do it that way. Somebody can do the math for me. And there's the back. Look, each one has a side with rose gold foil. Love it. And 8 is a lot because a lot of people have been, let me rephrase that. A lot of people don't like that you can't buy this paper other than in the kit, but at least they give you a bunch. That's how I look at it. They give you a bunch. So you can make a lot of stuff with this designer paper, and then when you're finished with it, you can still use the stamp and dies forever. Okay, so super pretty there. Then we have 8 of this one. Night of Navy with the rose gold and that design on the back. That's 3 times 8. Then this design, which is just super cool, right? And those cool little fan kind of dots on the back, fanned out. That's 4. So 6 times 8. Okay, so there's this design, which Melon Mambo with all that rose gold, and then some navy with stripes on the back. And last but not least, this one, which looks like a favorite designer paper we had a while back, if y'all remember. And that is a light pink with the pink dots on the, it kind of looks white on my camera, but it's definitely pink. Light pink with pink dots on the back. Okay, so you get all that. Then you get these cool embellishments. I forgot what they're called. Rose gold adhesive back mirror embellishments. Sorry, you get 60 of those, and they have this protective coating on them so you don't get smudge on with fingerprints or whatever. But when you take it off, they're shiny like this. So hopefully you can see the difference there. But they're nice and protected so we don't smudge it again with our fingerprints or whatever. And they're sticky on the back, and we've never sold anything like that before. You get a set of 10 dies, which I think you can see pretty good through the case here. 10 dies. You get a full stamp set called Everything is Rosy. It's got some really cute greetings on it. And most of these images have dies that coordinate. You get sheets that have images printed on them that are die cut, so you just poke them out. They're not sticky back. You poke them out, you can put them on with dimensionals, adhesive, whatever. And of course you can stamp on them. So you get 2 of each design. So I'll show you each. There's 6 sheets total. 2 of those, 2 of the first one, and 2 of this one. Now these are just flowers that are die cut. And then the 8 number I said earlier, I believe is 8 sheets, yes, of rose gold foil. I've already cut this up because we're using it in card class this month. And we're gonna use it all, but I haven't cut it all yet. So it looks like copper on the thing, but it's rose gold. It's different than copper. Okay, so that is the Everything is Rosy kit. Now, it's $80. It's not a kit, actually, it's called a medley. I personally figured up the value comparing it to what Stampin' Up! Merchandise costs in our current catalog, and I came up with a minimum of $86 value, but that is taking into account there were like those sticker sheets, those die cut sheets. I don't know how to price those, so I didn't even include them. So in my opinion, it's only $80 for all that coordinating stuff. It's really awesome. And they are while supplies last, and it's only available in May. I'm going to catch up here. So thank you, Pam. 48 sheets of designer paper. I'm showing my poor math skills here. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Becky Browning. Thank you, Helen. Yes, the paper is gorgeous. And good morning, Buffy. Long time no see. Hey, Judy. Well, I combined your last name. Judy. Hopefully you can find your volume soon, Judy. Okay. Everything is Rosy. retiring items, get them before they sell out. If y'all have any questions on that, let me know. Today's the deadline to sign up for this month's paper pumpkin, which is the one that our co-founder Shelly Gardner helped design. It's super pretty. I think, yeah, I don't have my card from it over here, but anyway, it's really pretty, and I posted a picture of the card on Facebook already. Oh, okay, so we're about to start stamping. I just want to remind you guys that if you order online from me in the month of May with a minimum of $25 with this host code, you get a free class kit from me. This month, I think I forgot to update the email that went out this morning, but it's going to be 5 cards instead of 4. I did say 4 originally, but then I decided to do 5 because I incorporated the new in colors. By the time you get your kit, so you order in May, at the in June 1st, I look and see who ordered and what they earned from me, and I close out the order and order what the paper and embellishments and everything I need for it. So you get your kit in June. So by that time, you will be able to order the new in color ink pads if you want. The stamp set we're using is called Vibrant Vases, and it's available to purchase now. So you will need your stamp set, and we're using the Vase Builder Punch, which has been available forever. So you can get those now, but to make your cards, you'll need the new in color pads. There's 5 of them. They're awesome. So I only show sneak peeks, and these cards are actually missing something because there's going to be an embellishment that I just need to order. But you're going to get the new designer, some pieces of the new in color designer paper. You're going to get at least 1 piece of each new in color. Of course, you'll get some ribbon because that's on there. And then the new thing that I don't have yet, just because I didn't order them in time, is the faceted dots. So those are going to go on my next order. When you place an order of 25 or more with this month's host code, you get this class packet, whatever it is for the month, mailed to you. Cut, embossed, die cut when possible, punched when possible, ready for you to stamp and assemble. And I send you a PDF tutorial. If your order is 50 or more, or you do more than one order and it adds up to 50 or more, then in addition, you get a free full accessory. So that's the online ordering special for this month. And those are the projects. You'll get to see all the new in colors and put them to use right away. Okay, so that's the host code. Oh, if you place an online order of 150 or more, do not put the host code in, because then you become a host and you get free Stampin' rewards from Stampin' Up, but I'll still give you all my gifts. Okay, so don't forget to say hi. I'm fixing to start stamping. I'm gonna give away the 3 cards I'm making today to 3 lucky viewers of this video. So I won't know you viewed it unless you say hi, because later that's all I can see is what you said. Of course, you can say more than hi. You can comment. You can let me know what you think. Do you like the apron builder framelits? I do. They're awesome. I'm going to show them to you when I put the camera down. But this is the Apron of Love stamp set. Super cute and really, well, I'm sure you can tell that on your own, but it's very versatile, more versatile than you might think. Like, it's definitely not just for cooking. I do not enjoy cooking, but I enjoy this stamp set. Just a quick reminder, I haven't done the drawing yet for the May 2019 Facebook Live newsletter, so you still have time to get yourself entered for that. What you do is go watch that video right here on this Facebook page, and then say hi, and you'll be entered. And all the info is in that video telling you how to get entered, what the prizes are, everything. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera down now and get going with some stamping. Okay, so don't forget, we're going to stop card hoarding. My goal is to mail at least 1 card a week to somebody. Someone, it's not really random, but someone random, meaning someone that I didn't need to mail a card to due to ordering or whatever. Even, honestly, even outside of birthdays, because it's kind of like a random act of kindness thing. Because I have been, for the last few years, really bad at mailing any cards for any reason. Okay, so stop card hoarding. When you do, I would love it if you would post on Facebook a picture of the card you're going to mail, and with this hashtag, stop card hoarding. And it's just like this. There's no spacing. There's no year. It just ends right there. Hashtag stop card hoarding. So I can see what, if other people are joining me in this. And as like always, I know a lot of you already do this, which is awesome. Okay, so we're going to use the Apron of Love stamp set. And then here are the dies from Apron Builder Framelits. I only have them on this magnetic sheet because I wanted to remember what I was using today. And this is what I use in my classes, so my customers can throw them back on the magnet sheets and not worry for themselves that they might have lost something or whatever. Anyway, I store mine just on these white sheets inside the case. But I put it, these are the ones I'm using today. These are the ones we're not using today. So it's 17 dies. And you get the apron, you get the string to the apron, you get the other strings to the apron for your waist. Some different pockets, things you can put in the pocket. Like, it's so awesome. This is the scissor die. Check it out. Of course, we want scissors. We're in crafting. So anyway, those are the dies. 17 dies. Retiring. I really think that you're gonna, not you, but that some people might regret not having that apron later when it's gone, long gone. So I recommend we get it now. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but it's a little sneak peek, a very little one, of my online class. My sampler class, which is live or online. That's a little sneak peek of her, right? But you see the apron right there with the little scissors in the pocket? It's gonna be cute. Like I said on my newsletter, this is one that you can put on your, you can hang it in your craft room. You can give it to a crafter. You know, it's not just for stamping. It can be for someone who paints, who sews, knitting, you know, all that stuff. It's just for creative people. If you know someone who does lettering, all that stuff. Okay, let's get started. So the first card we're going to make today uses these supplies. And I didn't post this ahead of time because we were doing 3 cards, so just, I thought it would be too much. So we have our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5 Whisper White. Then we have Gorgeous Grape, 5 1/4 by 4, Whisper White, 3 3/4 by 5, a scrap of Highland Heather, and then we only need 1 of these aprons, which I pre-die cut because I am going to do some die cutting on the video today, so I wanted to pre-do whatever I could. So I pre-die cut this apron, and I made myself a second one in case I mess it up. So that's a backup one. But you only need 1. Okay, so those are your pieces for this card. Oh, and this ribbon. It is the Gorgeous Grape mini striped ribbon. And I can't remember if it's retiring. It's because I did not look that up. Okay, so first of all, when you make a card, obviously you're going to fold your card base in half. Well, oh, there's a smudge in there. Oh, darn it. Let me see if it's going to get hidden. I think it'll be okay if we go this way. Okay, so fold your card base in half with the bone folder. I like to align the 2 corners on the table, not up in the air. Pinch it once and then fold. Press really firm with your bone folder. Now, in my classes, and usually when I remember, I tell you on the video to turn it over backwards and stamp and sign your name on the back. Handmade by, made with love, whatever. We have a stamp set in the current catalog that has those stamps in it. But this stamp set also has this made with love and this made with heart. So made with love. And those, of course, can refer to cooking. or whatever you want, but they can refer to the back of our cards. So you can put those on the back of your cards as well. So another bonus reason to have this stamp set in your collection, because it's got a couple of Made with Loves in it. I use this one in class a lot, and everybody, well, not everybody, but somebody at every class is always like, well, where did this one come from? And I show them the Apron of Love set. Okay, so in general, for my cards, once you fold your card base in half, you set it aside and come back to it later. So what we're going to do next, I guess we'll do our greeting, and then we'll do this piece. As a reminder, if you don't have a nice firm surface, this is a very firm table. If you don't have that, for photopolymer, you want to use your Stampin' Pierce mat under where you're stamping. So it would be like this, scratch paper, and then stamp to get a nice clean image with the photopolymer, which are the totally see-through stamps. But my table's very firm, so I don't need it today. Okay, so on this one, we're going to stamp the greeting that says, thanks for being there in a pinch. And we're going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape ink. And it is easy to stamp, but I'm at a weird angle when I do these videos, so I just wanted, that's why I die cut the second one in case I'm off. But just ink your stamp up gently, tap, 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 only touch the stamp to the pad when possible. Press nice and firm for a few seconds and pick it up. And there you go. It worked. Super cute, right? Thanks for being there in a pinch. And then on this scrap piece, we need an apron. And of course, you can die cut the apron out of like printed paper or whatever and not even have to stamp the outline if you don't want to. And then we need the strap. And that should be all for that part. And then we're gonna bring in the Big Shot. As a reminder, the Big Shot, we're not gonna carry it anymore when our new catalog comes out. So that means for you that if you need a Big Shot, get it now, because you can get it through me with benefits. First of all, one benefit is that I can answer any questions and show you how to use it. Second benefit is that it's 110. So when you get up to 150, you get host benefits as well, free stuff. Or if you get it in our demonstrator starter kit, that kit is $99 plus tax only, but you choose 125 of anything you want. So you could get this for 110 plus a couple of embossing folders, and then you'll have your Big Shot die cutting machine. We will be coming out with a die cutting machine later. Stampin' Up! Just doesn't have a date yet because it's not ready, basically. Okay, and then you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm aligning the images, the die with the images. And this one, it's okay, that one's sliding, so we're going to do them separate. So cutting pad on top. Reminder, I always have a clean cutting pad that I don't cut on for the top, and then I cut on a separate one. Okay, so there's the apron, and then let me do this one. So when your die likes to shift like that, just turn your paper to where the die wants to go. Very simple solution. Quick and easy. Much less of a headache than fussing with you keep moving the die, it keeps moving back and all that stuff. Quick and easy. And that's because of the magnetic platform that I have underneath there. So there's my little strap. And then while I have the Big Shot, I'm going to switch to the platform that comes with the Big Shot, the regular platform. And I'm going to take the basket weave embossing folder and emboss that 3 3/4 by 5 Whisper white cardstock. It only takes one cutting pad for the thick ones, so you put the folder on the platform and put one cutting pad on top. I'm trying to roll these gently to avoid shaking, but if you're not avoiding shaking, you can turn your hand as fast as you want. So this embossing folder is super cute. Okay. Now we can put our card together. Okay, so bring in my pieces. I'm going to attach, no, I'm not. I'm going to tie the ribbon around this piece. And a tip, which I'm doing this, I do what I can upside down on the videos because you guys can see it better. But when you're tying a bow on a project, turn the project upside down and tie the bow that way, and then it will come out right side up on the front of the project. Kind of weird, but that's what happens. These are my reverse tweezers. That's pretty much the only thing that you'll see me use today that Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry. But you can get those at a craft store, like in the beading section is best, where you do jewelry making. And you can pinch that so your hands are then free to tie a bow, or not, or whatever you want to tie. You can go answer the phone, you can go answer your door, all that stuff, and you haven't ruined the work you did getting that ribbon in the right spot. And once your ribbon is nice and tight, you can pull that out. Okay, I haven't looked at comments in a little bit. Let's see. The ribbon carried over. Thank you, Landa. Good morning, Valerie. Pam is definitely following along with the hashtags. I love it. Hey, Diane. Hey, Hannah. I'm glad you made it. Yay, Sherry. Yes, been a little while. Okay, so trim the ribbon off. Do y'all like grape, gorgeous grape? I know there are a lot of people. I mean, I love purple too, but there's a lot of people who love purple, and they're very happy that gorgeous grape is a color that we carry. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to the 5 1/4 by 4 gorgeous grape. Goodness, just a mess. I should have glued those papers down. Like that. And because it's embossed, I'm going to press a little more. And then I'll go ahead and attach that to my card base that pretend I stamped and signed to the back. The reason I'm not is because I'm mailing it to somebody, and I don't like to one of you guys, and I want you to be able to pretend you made it if you want. You can stop card hoarding and mail it to somebody else and pass it on if you want. Okay, so there's that part. And then here is how I've been assembling these aprons. I love my silicone craft sheet for when you're putting adhesive in an area where you might go over the edge of the paper. Actually, I need that up here. And it would get on your scratch paper and possibly ruin your projects. So I use my silicone craft sheet. The adhesive, the excess magically disappears. And then also I can turn that over and press this down into it, and it doesn't stick to my silicone craft sheet. Hopefully that makes sense. So there's your apron. For the pocket, we're just going to use dimensionals. Stampin' Dimensionals. You get 300 of these in a pack. Actually, I think I only used one on my other sample, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, so there's that. So cute. And then to attach that to the card, I cut the dimensional in half, or a dimensional in half, and I placed it so that the dimensional is overlapping the strap of that apron, just to give it more security so it doesn't fall off my card later. And then a couple more dimensionals on here. And this card's almost finished. Let me know what y'all think. Love the silicone craft sheet. Yes. Pam, you didn't send any cards. You can do it. I'm behind, to be honest. I haven't gotten the one for last week mailed out, but the stamp is laying right there on my table, so I know I'm going to do it. Or for this week, I guess. Anyway, here's the card. What do y'all think? There's the one I made originally. Pretty close. Let me know. 8 Mother's Day cards. Nice, Linda. I have to click see more, and hand delivered some. Awesome. Okay, so there's card number 1. Hope y'all like that. Now, we're going to make another card. Surprising, surprising. So here are my pieces. I have pre-die cut the large heart and the small heart. 2 bows. There's only 1 bow die, but 2 bows. And then the scissors, because I love the scissors in silver foil paper. So cute. So those are pre-die cut. I've got a scrap of crumb cake. I only need 1 of these, but this is a backup again in case I mess up. So my base, which you already know the measurements, the layering piece, and the next piece, which I already told you the measurements of those on the last card. Okay, so fold your card base in half, stamp and sign the back. If you missed that, go back and watch the first card. I showed you a cool thing about the stamp set in that. Set that aside. So for this one, I'm going to start out stamping a background. So we're going to use 4 ink colors on this card: Pool Party, Flirty Flamingo, Crumb Cake, and Grapefruit Grove. So I'm going to start out, actually, you know what? I take it back. I'm going to make my apron first. Sorry, take it back. Change my mind. Crumb Cake for my apron. And since we just did the apron in another color, I have my Simply Chamois. You need one if you don't have one for cleaning your stamps. It's awesome. You just get it wet. Look, you can even clean the block when you get ink on the block. You get it wet and you clean your stamps on it. And then when it gets too much ink, you go rinse it in the sink and squeeze it out. You literally just get it wet with water. That's all it takes. This is a newer one. It will be black by the time I finish cleaning, using it a lot. And that's normal. That's how it's supposed to be. They don't come in a case, but we do sell these $6 for 4 of them. But you can just store it in whatever. Just don't seal it airtight because it can get moldy. You actually want to let it dry out between uses. This one is starting to dry out on the corner. See how hard it is versus squishy like that. Anyway, Simply Chamois. Awesome. Okay, the background. Oh, I'm going to do the apron first because I need it for measuring where to stamp on my cards. So, crumb cake. And a strap. And this one is getting a pocket, a square pocket. Now, another cool thing about this stamp set is it comes with this stamp that says best ever. I don't know if you can see it there, but it says best, and then there's a space, and ever. And then it comes with the word dad, mom, and friend. So for this card, I'm saying it's best friend ever because it's a crafting card, and I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably have a best friend who is into crafting. Just saying, it's highly likely. So I'm going to stamp best ever. Okay, that is way off. That's when you have a giant piece of scrap paper. But it's because I can't exactly see where I am because I'm far away from my stamping. That's a little better. And then you just put friend, dad, or mom in the middle. So this, you can make Mother's Day cards from this stamp set as well. Super cute. Or Father's Day, which actually, guess what we're going to make next? Okay, so I'm going to die cut these out real quick for the card. And again, if you missed how I die cut them, go back. I'm reading comments now. Go back and just see the first card because I know some of this will be off screen right now. I'm going to have to run it through at least twice right now. Yeah. So let me do that real quick. While I do that, I'm going to check out these comments. Buffy, thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Good to see you. Thank you, Helen. And it's a very simple card. Helen says that's so cute, but which thank you, and Charlotte, but it's simple, in my opinion. As y'all saw, I mean, it's not, there was not a whole lot to it. Real quick, I'm going to try this. So I'm going to put it on there. It's going to shift. I'm going to move the paper to match the die. It is difficult to see the image with the way that I have my lighting right here. And I don't know if this one's going to work or not. No. Okay. Bear with me. But when you're doing this at home, and you're not on video, it's no big deal to run it through a couple of times. Perfect. And then we'll get our last but not least guy here. So see, it wants to shift. That's fine. Just let it. Let it be free and do what it wants. I keep losing my top plate. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Diane. And Debbie. Yes, Charlotte, the chamois is awesome. I do love it. Love it, love it. Pat, did I get... Yes, Pat, I did get a card in the mail from you. In fact, I might be able to go grab it if I can remember and show everybody. Okay, so here's what I cut out. I just need the apron right now to know where to stamp on my card. Okay, so do that. Now, bring that piece of white back in. Okay, sorry about that, but it had to be done either way. So the apron's going to kind of go in the middle. So I want to know where to stamp my background around it. So I'm going to start with Grapefruit Grove. And this stamp that says, I heart stamping. I love stamping. So I'm going to put one right about there. Right about here. Always when you do backgrounds, you know, you kind of want to make it look like it was already printed on the card. So you stamp some hanging off. That's why you have scratch paper under your projects. Okay, so that's about good for that one. Then I'm going to add some hearts with Flirty Flamingo. And there is a heart stamp in this set. And the die matches this if you wanted to stamp and die cut that out, by the way. But I'm not. And then this one's going to go off the edge. Okay. And then scissors. So not only is there scissor die, there's a scissor stamp. How cute, right? And we do have some crafting stamp sets coming out in our new catalog. They're just going to, if you already own this one, they're going to complement it. So you could combine if you wanted to, in my opinion, of course. I have to laugh at myself because my opinion might not mean anything, but whatever. Okay, so I only have 2 scissors on there. So there we go. So there's a background. And then we're going to put our die cut pieces on here. So we're going to bring back in the silicone craft sheet and turn them upside down and the bows upside down. So this one here is actually on my card with a Stampin' Dimensional, which I was looking around here in a slight panic just now thinking I lost them. So I'm just going to cut a tiny bit of the edge off. That might even be too big. I think it'll be okay because it's going on a white card. So the white won't show. So that's going to go right there. Little pop-up. This heart will be flat. Again, y'all know why I'm using the silicone sheet, right? That one's going to tuck under the apron a little bit. And then just right in the middle of these bows is where I just put a tiny bit of snail adhesive because they're tiny, so it doesn't take a lot to hold them down. Okay, so now we have a cute little background. I just worked it around the image so I didn't waste time stamping inside. And I think we're ready to assemble. So for this one, we're going to add, oh, I'm still gonna need that. dimensionals on the pocket. Again, I keep losing them. They're not where I put them before I started the video, so there we go. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, I put that on the wrong side. I wanted it on the bottom. Sorry. It needs to go on the bottom because I'm going to put scissors in the pocket. So, check where you're putting your dimensionals. Luckily, they peel off pretty easily without a lot of damage. Usually, I can reuse them if I peel them off, but I don't want to take too long today. And then my silver foil scissors, turn them over, a little snail. Actually, on these, on my other sample, I put it at the bottom because that's going to be what's down in the pocket. Isn't that cute? Tell me you don't want that. And then dimensionals, just like we did before on the first card. To remember how to angle it to overlap it there. Who already has the apron bundle here? Any of you guys own that already? Thank you, Shirley. Oh, I forgot something on this card. Darn it. It's easy to fix, but I forgot one step. Bring my Big Shot back in. And there is a stamp for this, but I didn't want to align it, to be honest, so I didn't use it. But you can stamp first and then die cut. But just to die cut, there's these 2 strings, which I'm sure people can come up with creative things to make other stuff out of these. But these are like the strings that tie the apron around your back. So we've got 2 of them here. We're going to put them on this one. I didn't put them on the first card. To me, the first one is more of a clean look. That's why I didn't. Okay, so add some, and I did it wrong the first time because I didn't know, but the adhesive just kind of goes right here at the top corners if you want to add those apron strings. And in my opinion, just throw them on there. It doesn't matter really what direction they're going or how the curl is, whatever. Like just whatever, I just throw them on, put it that way. But I do need to secure them down with Stampin' Dimensionals. Don't forget to say hi if you're watching so that you can be entered to possibly win one of these 3 cards. Hey. Christine, good to see you. Yay, Barbara, you have the bundle. Helen, and you can put like everything in the pocket. Like, it's so cool. So look at that. Super cute. All right, quick and easy to finish this one off. What is Dorothy? Dorothy, you have it. Alice has it. Good, you can borrow it, Pam. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. There's that, and then just on the card base. So now I will reveal my secret about this card. Y'all know sometimes I get stamper's block, like a lot of times, and I need inspiration. And one of the first places you can go to for inspiration is the Stampin' Up! Catalog. So here's the stamp set. It tells you here it coordinates with the framelits. And then, this is really cute, by the way. I wanted to make this to show y'all, but I didn't have time. And then there's even flowers that have all these little flowers stamped 2-step. But look at this card here, and look at my card. So they are pretty much an exact copy. But I changed it to colors that I've been more into lately, which is these almost like pastel-y, whatever you want to call it, with Flirty Flamingo and Grapefruit Grove. Love those 2 together. So there's this inspiration. Oh, and they have a heart right there. I could have added that, but anyway. And there's my card. So there you go. Here's the other card I made. Pretty much pretty much the same. So that's number 2. One more card to go. This last one, I started not to go masculine because there's so many different cute things, and I wanted to do a get well because in my opinion, you can do get well cards really well with this stamp set, but I didn't. I went masculine. So here's what we're going to use. Our base, set that away for a second. Our base is basic black, 5.5 by 4 1/4. I mean, 5.5 by 8.5. Then we have a piece of real red, 5 1/4 by 4. An oval, a basic black oval that I die cut from the layering oval framelits. So I die cut that already just to save time. Some scraps of real red cardstock. I bet y'all can guess what we're going to do with that. And then a piece of Whisper White, the same size as the red, to go inside the card. Okay, so first fold your card base in half. You can stamp and sign the back of these by using Whisper White ink and a white gel pen for the back of your card. So still do it. Or you can heat emboss if you want to get super fancy. You could heat emboss in Whisper White embossing powder. But anyway, this goes on the inside so you can stamp or write your note. Then we're going to set our card base aside. The first thing I'll go ahead and do is I'm going to put a background on this real red. So guess what's carrying over to the new catalog? It is the Buffalo Check. Yes, are you excited? So we will be able to still use this stamp and purchase it June 4th when the new book comes out. It will be in cling at that time and wood mount. You can still get big ones in wood. So a little secret that I do when I'm just stamping at home and I don't have a class, I don't have, in my opinion, a need for a clear block for these. I just put it on my table because I always stamp these big ones upside down anyway. So I just throw it on my table and stamp it. So let me show you how. I'm using Memento Black. I always ink any background stamp up this way, which is while it's upside down, I tap. And Memento, you cannot rub our current ink pads like these kind. If you rub, they're too foamy. But you can rub Memento. So you can rub first, but then you have to tap to smooth it out. Anyway, rub and tap if it's Memento Black. You can kind of just look at the squares, and I don't know if you can see it on the video, but you can see if it's shiny. Thank you for the hearts, whoever did that. Cute case, love the pink. Yes. This was a cruise gift from our last cruise. Everybody got one of these with a chamois inside, so thank you, Linda. So everybody gets lots and lots of gifts on our cruise. Anyway, you can look at the solid squares, and if they look evenly shiny, you have inked them well. Then just place the cardstock on top, and you can visually see if you kind of have it square, and then scratch paper on top of that to protect your hands from ink and rub all over. So this always works for me, knock on wood, for background stamps. I feel no need to get out my Stampin', what's that thing? Stamparatus, which I do love, but not for this. So there we go. Nice little masculine-y background. Let's see what's next. I guess we'll do our apron next. So of course, on this one I just had different scraps, so we'll see what all I need. But I'm sure you guys know how to make scraps. Clean my stamps from the previous card. Okay. And then we're going to use Real Red ink, and we're going to have the apron again. the same pocket. There is a stamp for this, like, I don't know what shape you call that, for this scalp. This pocket, there is a stamp for that. And then we need a neck part, whatever that's called, neck strap. Oh, and I'm going to stamp Best Dad Ever. So where's my best person stamp? You guys can't see it over here on the side, but I just throw everything like in all different directions once I stamp it for you. So I lost that stamp. Oh, here it is. Sometimes you can't tell what stamp you're looking for when you're staring straight at it. Okay, so Best Ever. We're going to do a Memento Black. See if I can align it this time. Not bad. And then Dad. And if you have other greetings that you can put inside there from other stamp sets, think of all of the possibilities for this set. Best whatever ever. Pretty cool. Okay. Last time for the big shot. I don't even know what I just knocked off, if y'all heard that noise. So again, you can go back to the first card if you want any details on what I'm doing here on the big shot, or why I might be cutting things separately. Yeah. So here we go with our apron. And by the way, for some reason, yesterday when I made these samples, when I stamped the apron strap, I cannot see that red through here, the red on red. I just can't see it. So yeah, I'm going to do what I did yesterday. I still can't see it today. And I'm just going to cut one without it, and then I'm going to stamp after. So because it's photopolymer, it kind of, it's kind of easy to do that. And I did consider just die cutting the strap without stamping, but it does seem to add something to the detail of the card, in my opinion. So that's what's going on here. And I was afraid I would have to do that again on the video. But yeah, I don't know if it's my eyesight, or I think it's just the red on red is a little more difficult for me anyway to see. Okay. So I have one of these unstamped. Let's see what happens here at my weird angle. I'm going to have to pull it a little closer to me. And I'm just going to try to stamp it. The good thing is it is red on red. Look, I did it. So nobody's going to really notice if you mess up. But if you do this in person, just check out if you think there's a difference. I just think if it's stamped on here, it looks odd if it's not stamped on here. Okay. Oh, I think I forgot to say this at the beginning, but I took a piece of silver foil and I pre-die cut this piece here, which is awesome. It's awesome for anyone because I know women like to cook out as well. But these are like the grill tools, or they can be that anyway. So that's what I'm using them for. So we're going to use those on this card. So this would be for the dad that does like to grill, cook out, whatever. Okay, so let's put it all together. Oh, darn it, I did it again. I forgot to cut the apron strings. Let me just cut them real quick off camera. Okay, so we need apron strings too. Much better if you just do all this at one time. Anyway, let's see what everybody's saying. Yes, Barbara, you definitely can make what's in the catalog. I think a lot of us just forget that it's an option or to even go look at it. I do it a lot though, actually. Excited about Buffalo Check. Is the pocket large enough to slip money in? So the pocket is a little less than 1.5. It's a 1/16 less than 1.5 by 1 inch. So if you put really skinny dimensionals around the edges, I'm sure you could put money in it folded up, but it would possibly be taller than the top of the apron. So it could still look cute, but I don't know how tall it would be. And of course you'd want to use like 1 or 2 bills only. A quarter. You could put a quarter in it, Teresa, according to Pam. Yes, everything just gets moved everywhere. Okay, let's put it together. We need our apron, our neck strap and our other straps. I was about to say, if I lost that, I'm going to, I don't know what. Throw your strings on, don't forget. Doesn't really matter how, other than I kind of want them pointed down, not straight across. Okay, Stampin' Dimensionals here. Again, they need to go at the bottom, not necessarily the top. Actually, the way I did this one yesterday, I didn't glue this down yet, and I put adhesive at the bottom of each of my little tools here with my silicone sheet. And I just kind of put them on the card in a V, like a V shape. And they are going to overlap because it's a lot of tools to put in one pocket. So they're not all going to be displayed perfectly. Okay, so something like that. And then the dimensionals, which you could put more if you wanted to, but this allows me to rearrange stuff later if I need to. And then give it a nice press there. The oval is because my apron didn't stand out very well without a black background. So I'm going to put this on the oval with Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to not cut them in half to save time. I just saw what time it is. I didn't think this video would take this long, but thank you for staying with me. Tip of it. I'm not sure what you mean, Dorothy. I can't tell what you're saying, Dorothy. I'm not sure. I probably could if I had time to comprehend it a little more. Okay, so that's going to go on the oval. This will go on our card front, I should say. This will go on the card base. What do y'all think? Do you like it? Let me know. Do you like any of these cards? I wanted to show you real quick Best Mom Ever too. I stamped it, but I didn't put it on the card. But there's Best Mom Ever. Here's my Best Dad Ever card. And you can see I just threw those in literally, not paying attention to which would go where both times. Let's look at all three. If you're watching the video, say hi so you can be entered to try to win one of these 3 cards. And of course, if you win it, you can use it for whatever you want. You can give it to whoever you want or hoard it for yourself. But you can mail it to somebody and they will love it very much, of course. Just want to, let me bring you back up, say thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. I know this isn't my usual time, and I definitely can't guarantee doing videos every week, but when I do have time, I will get it done. Thank you, Buffy. What did Rhonda say? It hasn't been long enough. Part in pocket and rest outside. Yes, definitely it would have to stick outside the pocket for the money part of that question. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Yes, you need to use that set before it goes away, Dorothy. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks for your comments. If you want to share the video, feel free. And if you do that or comment before I do the drawing, you could win one of these 3 cards. Let me see. I'm going to go grab the card Pat gave me real quick. I actually have 3 cards. I've had 3 cards I've received recently. This was from Carrie Ritchie. Isn't that pretty? It's got a watercolor background that is on watercolor paper. This is the one Pat sent me. And, oh, it's a sneak peek. Thank you, Pat, very much. And then, I'm trying to remember. I think Brenda Feldbush sent me this card. So thank you, Brenda. I love getting cards in the mail as well. So thank y'all very much. Nice cards like the masculine. Good. Give it a try. Deborah for Father's Day. Thank you, Buffy. And I think Pam is just saying, get the stamp set. I'm not sure. But thank y'all very much. Have a great Friday. Enjoy it. Any questions, just let me know. I'll see you guys later. Bye.